Listen, you guys, it seems like Akademiks is coming through with a story or rather logic behind why Nicki Minaj became the tough girl that she is. And we're also going to be talking about the Spotify artist finally coming out and speaking up on that gallery that caused quite the commotion on the internet. We're also going to be talking about Simone and Beyonce. Oh my goodness. Beyonce was out there cheering on for Simone as recorded by the mother. And we're also going to be discussing about Drake and DJ Masters is getting humbled by album sales. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj and Akademiks, all right? Now, it is not a secret that the relationship between Nicki Minaj and Akademiks is one that is rather shaky, okay? They really don't see eye to eye. Nicki does not give Akademiks the time of the day, and Akademiks does not like Nicki Minaj. But then one thing that I will say about Akademiks is he knows that there are extremes, especially when it comes to, Nicki Minaj in form of, her craft. Akademiks acknowledges that at the end of the day, after all has been said and done, after they have said Nicki Minaj is this vile human being, oh my God, she has done this, he still knows that there is one truly reigning queen in as far as talent and impact is concerned. He at least acknowledges that, okay? So it seems like while he was discussing about the Luyachi and the Kara situation, you do know that the girl from Concrete Boys left the group. When he was talking about that entire story, he ended up bringing up Nicki Minaj, in that situation. Not that I'm surprised Akademiks would take any opportunity to talk about Nicki Minaj. It could be anything. It could be, oh my goodness, zebras are grazing in Africa. I promise you, somehow Akademiks will find a way to link it to Nicki Minaj. It literally could be, well, doctors are on strike. For some reason, Akademiks will come through with a Nicki Minaj story to liken to that situation. So I don't know if he truly dislikes Nicki Minaj or if it's obsession at this point, okay? But that being said, so when he was talking about the Caribou situation, it seems like, he was like, I hope, this girl's not going to come out saying that, well, people tried to lay down with me, boys from the group and things like that. And then he said there's a story that he heard about Nicki Minaj where people were like, well, Nicki Minaj, when she first came into the industry, she wasn't that tough girl. She didn't have that, tough, mean girl persona, especially to artists that she worked with. But it's because some of those guys were really truly disrespectful to her and would try to lay down with her. She has had to resort to having that tough girl persona. So I'm just going to quickly insert what Akademiks had to say, and then I will catch you on the other side.
Swinging your feet.
Now, I'm also hoping this, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, not wishing this on the group or the crew. I'm hoping she don't pop out with a story later on saying these is trying to fuck, right? Because again, when you're in this hip hop hypersexualized, hypercharged environment, that's like one of the things that gets I've always told y'all this story. I heard the reason why we believe Nicki Minaj is such an ass, that she had to be an asshole because everybody she stepped in the studio with, rather than hearing her rap verse, would say, damn, this look good, I'm trying to fuck. You get what I mean? Like, fuck the song, I'm trying to get some guts. You get what I mean? And she had to be on some shit like, go do your verse, go get your shit done. So she came off like a bitch. Like, that's what I've heard about Nicki. Like, now granted, she's been that way. She's had to develop this hard exterior for a long time. She kind of seen bitch. But like, I heard she was a really sweet girl when she started out, but this industry will eat you up. So I'm hoping that's not the case here.
Well, there you heard what Akademiks had to say. And I absolutely am inclined to believe that, well, this might be true because, first of all, the girl is absolutely gorgeous. And I do know that there are certain women who do not mind laying down or using that attention to get ahead, attention from men and things like that. And so maybe men just thought, well, this is like, one of those women where you're just gonna work with and lay down with. They didn't know that they were dealing with a different breed, okay? And so, some men that have got toxic masculinity. Once you decline them, they will start painting you as difficult. Once you show them that, you know what, I've got principles, this is what I stand on, of course you're going to be the tough, mean. They will label you, they will call you difficult and things like that. And so that kind of makes sense, and I absolutely am inclined to believe that. But that being said, so Akademiks knew this entire story all this while, yet he's one of the people who are at the forefront of saying Nicki is such a mean girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is what gets me with Akademiks. He knows all these behind the scenes stories, but he does not extend that grace. Do you understand? In front of the camera, unless if it relates to another girl that is obviously trying to justify, that's when you will bring in the Nicki Minaj story. But I promise you, if some guy, some rapper guy were to come out and say that Nicki Minaj was mean and cold to me, Akademiks wouldn't have said out this story to say that, oh well, this is what I heard, maybe this is why she's behaving like this. No, he wouldn't have done that. The only reason why he's now bringing that to light is because he's trying to defend another female who's not Nicki Minaj, and using Nicki Minaj as a means to justify the actions of that girl. It's crazy, you guys, when you look at it. Like, so my story is only believable if you're saying that, oh, well, maybe that's what happened to another girl. But when it relates to me and, explaining why maybe I'm cold to certain men in the industry, no, you don't care about that? I don't like that. I don't like that about the industry. But anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. The next thing that we are going to talk about, let us talk about Spotify and this artist that came out, thanking people and seemingly shading. Some people thought like, well, he's torn when he was talking about the Spotify situation, was not good. So the artist's name is, I'm not going to read that. I don't want you guys to start bashing me, but it's Manrcki. Okay. So he said, a month and a half earlier, I was contacted by Spotify to create 11 portraits and a general composition for the exhibition, The Gold Standard. This was to be my first solo exhibition. I was honored to draw portraits of Cardi B, City Girls, Doja Cat, Flo Milli, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Lottery, Bongo 2, Sowiti, and Sexy Red. The exhibition was held at the Hall New York in New York City, and I cannot wait to share a little more of this adventure with you in the days to come. Thank you so much to all your support in this adventure and to everyone who helped make this dream a reality. P.S. Don't come after me in my DMs. Nicki didn't want to be part of the show. Okay, and then the hashtags that they put out there. So it seems like with regards to that entire gallery, Nicki Minaj did not want to be part of that show, and so yeah, people are receiving that with mixed feelings. With some people feeling like, well, there's maybe a little bit of attitude in the way that he wrote that the entire "don't come for me at my DMs." Nicki didn't want to be that and stuff like that. People really are not liking the attitude, but then I'm like. Knowing my people, and by my people, I mean the Barbz, knowing us, I wouldn't be surprised if that artist has been getting a lot of DMs basically asking, maybe not in the most polite way, asking him why Nicki Minaj was not part of that. So I understand that maybe at this point he's emotional and he's also just, retaliating to the tone of the tweets and the DMs that he might have been receiving. I'm not like, I understand guys saying that, well, there is attitude on there, but I also, in all objectivity, guys, let's be honest, as a fan base, let us have this conversation. As a fan base, yeah, I could understand why this man was probably frustrated by that. But I do feel like personally the frustration on my end wasn't even towards the men. It was towards Spotify, because those were the people that were behind this entire situation. So they were the organizers. And unless if this man is saying that he tried to reach Nicki Minaj by himself, I would like to think that, well, the organizers of that entire exhibition and Spotify, which is the one sponsoring those are the people that I was directing my questions to, not specifically this artist. And I never really brought him up when I was talking about this entire thing. So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, some people were saying, well, maybe it was one of those rushed, disrespectful invites, because this story, if you remember, I covered it a while back, and probably by then, that's when they realized that people were having questions, and then they started trying to approach her at a later date, and she was like, Go ahead without me. Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to talk about. We are going to be talking about Beyonce and Simone. So it seems like lately it's been Beyonce and Simone news all Olympics round. That's what I'm gonna say, because Miss Tina Knowles decided to share a video of herself and I guess the Carter girls, according to her, and this is the caption to the video. She said, "Me and the Carter girls when Simone, our homegirl, won." And then together with that was like a video of them watching the Olympics and then watching Simone winning, and Beyonce could be heard in the background basically cheering on Simone. Now I love to see this, I absolutely do, but you know what, let me just insert that video and then I will see you after.
Yes! Go, girl, go, go. Yeah! Come on, Simone. Come on. Yes! Go, girl, go, go. Yeah! Come on, Simone.
Well, you saw that, you guys. I think that was a golden moment, which is absolutely beautiful. Some people were like, "Oh my God, if I was Simone, I would use that as my ringtone." Imagine the Beyonce cheering for you. Absolutely amazing. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, DJ Mustard. It seems like DJ Mustard is not handling his album sales too well. Okay, one thing that will humble you in this entire world as an artist is Billboard 200. That mother will humble your behind. Now, you guys, DJ Mustard had a project out that was called The Faith of a Mustard Seed, and the song really did not do very well on the Billboard 200, and it seems like the man is struggling to handle it. Not that I blame him, because I mean, it's very shocking. He's out there blaming the boss and stuff like that. So it did 18,000 units first week, and people feel like, well, it should have done better and things like that. Now, personally, I do feel like his promo also played a role in this. The man is a producer and everything, so I feel like he needed to have heavy promo. That's what I think. And he's out there. First of all, he's very grateful. The next thing, he's saying that, well, album sales are a form of colonization. White supremacy. Yeah, he said white supremacy. He said album sales are a form of white supremacy. You guys are racist, okay? At this point, I don't know if he's serious or if he's just trolling. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about DJ Mustard's album doing 18,000 units? Some people already were blaming Kendrick Lamar, saying, "Oh wow, why didn't he give the guy a feature, given that, well, he got a fire beat and things like that?" And I'm just like, guys, if people didn't agree on a verse exchange and things like that, why are you blaming Kendrick for this? But let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And I really do feel like Billboard 200 is a humbling moment for a lot of people. Let's not forget what happened last night, with the predictions that came through about paprika spice and things like that. It's truly a humbling moment where you get to see what exactly being an artist is. It seems like Nicki Minaj had a couple of words to say, to her fans on Station Head. She said, "Barbz, y'all better get ready. The 7 days of Key have started, and we are about to have a good time." And obviously that left a lot of people confused. They were like, okay, what are you talking about? What do you mean 7 days of Key? And people started saying that, well, maybe there's an album that's going to be coming out and things like that. And with Nicki, you never know. That's all I can tell you. You really, truly never know. And she also did take her into a Twitter to respond to a fan who was talking about Twitter likes. Now, this woman, a preacher she is. This is what she said. So initially, somebody tweeted and said that so many people need to see this. And it says, "Unpopular opinion. Stop letting social media fool you. 10 likes is still a lot. Imagine 10 people coming to you just to compliment you. And Nicki said, no, 10 likes is not a lot. It's nothing. It means effing nothing. 10 million likes, it means nothing. What means something is still what meant something before effing likes. Intelligence, resilience, integrity, honesty, talent, work ethic, real love in real life, loyalty, authenticity, faith, peace, happiness, generosity, compassion, laughter, hugs, grass. Okay, I love the grass part, all right. So I love to see this because it seems like a lot of people get lost in social media. People feel like they can get away with any and everything. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna divert a little, but like there was an argument that was going on the internet for the past week, and it was about Miss SA. People saying that, well, this girl does not deserve to be competing in Miss SA and things like that. And one DJ came out from South Africa and they say that, well, what's being done to this girl is not fair and things like that. They tried to defend this girl. Okay, now you do know that a situation like that is a little bit sensitive to a lot of people. I get it. People will have different stances. I get it. But somebody came out, you guys. In the midst of that argument, they started attacking this woman's fertility. This woman had come out. Her name is Lerato. She had said that, well, she cannot have, children. She came out and spoke about it. And somebody, in an argument of who should compete in Miss South Africa and who shouldn't, decided to attack their fertility. And this person that I'm talking about is actually a woman. It's a woman who came and said, oh, well, you should learn to take care of your dogs. You don't even give birth. Like the vile things that I saw. And that goes to show you that social media sometimes, it's insane. It's so deceiving. People forget who they are as soon as they log on to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and all these other things. It's insane, you guys, if you ask me. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about, Nicki Minaj's words of wisdom. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, it seems like Kanye West's album, Vultures, is dropped. And like I rightfully predicted, there is no new body on that album. I did tell you that I highly doubted that new body is going to be on there, and I tried to tell you that Nicki Minaj would not clear it because she knows how much messy he is. The man is messy, and somebody got so mad and defensive. Why you always are talking, Kanye? And I'm like, contrary to what you're saying, the man is a marketing genius. I've always said it. The man is a creative genius, but the man is also messy. Do you understand what I'm saying? In his geniusness. Okay, well, there's no word, such a word as geniusness, but you get what I'm saying. In his geniusness, okay, he's also messy in there, okay? Some of the marketing ways and, marketing genius ideas that he has, they are very messy. So when I say an artist is, messy, or when I say something negative, a negative trait about an artist, it doesn't mean that I'm negating everything that they've ever achieved or the capabilities that I have. This person said, you are always attacking Kanye. And I'm like, always? Are you serious? and I'm like, people who know me in real life would actually be shocked if they heard you saying that I am always attacking Kanye West, because growing up, I've always given this man his flowers. Even now, he is a genius. Do you understand? So I'm just like, some of these things that I see on this channel, I'm just like, you guys are insane, okay? And then somebody else got mad because I said T-Pain doesn't bother anyone. All he does is auto-tune. And they were like, T-Pain can actually sing despite auto-tune. Do your research. And I'm like, two things can be true at the same time. Somebody can sing and somebody can still, the same person can still use auto-tune. That's T-Pain. He can sing without autotune, but he's literally called the king of autotune. So why are you making it seem like I just put it out of my behind? That the man doesn't bother anyone, all he does is autotune. He's well known as the king of autotune. Okay, he put autotune on the map like that. So guys, honestly, sometimes let's listen to comprehend, not to argue. Okay. It gets annoying. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, Drake. It seems like Drake is going to be having an album with Party Next Door that's going to be coming up. I'm looking forward to that. I really do love Party Next Door. I feel like the man is very talented. So I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. And people obviously are looking to see how, the album is actually going to do given the recent happenings. Meanwhile, Drake was out there performing Wagwa and Delilah last night. Listen. Listen, this man is so unserious. He was out there performing Wagwan Delilah, and I'm just like, oh my God, man, what are you doing? But it seems like he was having a good time. I want to be this unbothered, okay, with people. Maybe that way I won't be cussing you out for crying over T-Pain being called the king of autotune. That being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until the next one, see you.